acting stupid. We're being dumb. Maybe just a little bit foolish. I feel so young. Drunk. I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real. Cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, trip, trip. Now trip, trip, trip. Oh, flick that switch, kill the lights. Oh, wasted. City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces, we don't care about them tonight. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real. Cause when we're doing our thing, we're the wheels that won't stop turning. I know we're acting stupid, we're being dumb. Maybe just a little bit foolish.
Today, you guys, has already been quite the day. What is up, you guys? Happy Monday. Well, at least it's happy Monday for me, but I think you guys are seeing this tomorrow, so happy Tuesday for you guys. I am actually outside of the vet right now. It has been a pretty busy day already. I got up this morning, I had some coffee, and then before the kids got up, I cleaned the house just so I can kind of walk you guys through when I get home and there's still daylight, and give you somewhat of like a spring Easter tour. I promised you guys I would show you the decorations that I put out. So I went ahead and did that. I did schoolwork with the kids once I woke them up and they ate breakfast, and I got all of that out of the way. And then I also went ahead and stuffed all of the envelopes. I just have to finish addressing them when I get home for the cookbook. So already been quite busy already today. And like I said, now I'm at the vet with Oliver. He's inside right now getting the second round of his vaccines, and he's getting all of his blood work, preparing for him to go and have a neuter done in a couple of weeks. So a lot going on right now. I actually have my computer right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish today's grocery haul video and get it saving because I don't need a Wi-Fi for that. So while I'm sitting in the car, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then once Oliver comes out, we'll head home. I'll upload today's video, and then I'll give you guys a walkthrough of like my house for the springtime. I'm super excited to share with you guys how the decorations came out because I think they came out really good. But everybody in the parking lot is looking at me like, who is this crazy girl talking on her camera? But I'm gonna go ahead, get some work done, and then I'll be back with you guys as soon as Oliver is done here. All right, guys, good morning. Hot Mess Express back to report that it is now the next day. So I completely apologize for my appearance. It is only about 8:40 in the morning and I haven't gotten myself together at all. But while the kids are waiting upstairs for me patiently, I want to talk to you guys really quick and then share with you my Easter decorations like I promised you that I would. But yesterday, like I said, it just, you know, sometimes you just have those days where you have everything planned out and lined up and it doesn't really happen that way. It took a really long time at the vet, longer than it was supposed to, because Oliver was only having his second dose of certain vaccinations, and then he was having blood work done in preparation for him to be neutered in a couple of weeks. And they let him do the 2 vaccinations, but they just could not get blood work from him. They just kept trying, and they said like, he doesn't want us to touch him. And if it wasn't COVID times, I would be able to be inside of the vet and I could hold him. Like they said, he doesn't let us hold him. I'm like, what are you talking about? The cat sleeps on my chest at night and I carry him everywhere. So I'm sure he's just not comfortable with them, but I know he would let me hold him if I could, but because I'm not allowed in there, he's just really, really struggling. So they couldn't do the blood work. I did have to pay for it, but they're gonna do the blood work when he goes in a couple of weeks and they knock him out. They're gonna knock him out first, do the blood work, and then as long as everything is copacetic, then they'll go ahead with the neuter. If it's not, then they'll call me and we'll work it out from there. But they said he's so young, there really isn't health concerns, so they're not really worried. It's just protocol. So hopefully everything is fine, but he gave them such a hard time. So by the time he was done. I had to hurry up and rush home because Jacob had production. So Jake is majoring. It's kind of what he wants to do even outside of high school, like going into college and major and stuff. Jake wants to be in some form of themes and films, whether he's acting or behind the scenes directing. He's just he enjoys writing screenplays. Like, he's just very much into the whole film world. And so he decided, which I thought was very grown up and mature on his part, he's been getting ready and prepping for college applications since he's drawing the close of his junior year. And a lot of the colleges were telling him, like, hey, we need to see on your application that you've been in plays and stuff like that. So Jake joined production and auditioned for a play that is called Check Please, that they're doing for his school. And so he has a couple of parts in that play. So he has to go every single day to school between 3:30 and 5:30, Monday through Thursday. So I had to hurry up, get home from the vet, and then take Jake to production. And it's not really worth it to come home because the school's still back where we used to live. So why would I stay over there, and I dropped off donations and like things like that. Like, there's things that I just try and do, or sometimes I'll just sit in the parking lot and edit on my computer while he's there. But once I get home, we're fighting traffic from 5:30 to 6. Walking in the door at 6 o'clock, it's like time for me to start getting ready for dinner. And then once dinner was over, I lose daylight. So I was like, all right, forget it. Now I'm tired, I'm cranky, I lost daylight, I have no house, no light to share my house with them, so I'll just get up early and do it in the morning. And of course, what is it today, you guys? It's dark and gloomy, because literally every single time I want to film something, it's dark and gloomy. I don't understand. I know it's spring here in Texas, but this is ridiculous. Like, if the camera is not running, it's sunny. If the camera is running, it is dark. So I'm still going to take you quickly through, I'm just gonna share with you the mild decorations that I put out. Like I said, it's not really a home tour, but I promised you guys I would share it with you, and there's not a whole lot. So I just figured I'll walk you through, I'll show you what I have put out for spring and where I got it, if it's something that you are looking to purchase yourself. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cook the kids breakfast. I have to address those cookbooks now and get them off to the post office today. And then, I'm also gonna share with you guys quickly what was in my Walmart beauty box this week. So this month, this quarter, all right, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let me show you how I decorated for spring. All right, you guys, so I figured I would start our little spring tour on the outside so that I can share with you like how nasty and dark and gloomy that it is. So I will do my best to share with you, like I said, what I can on the inside, but it is just, the weather is not working with me lately. So here is my porch, but it definitely needs a little bit of work. I do want to get some kind of spring mat. I do have a universal mat that says, please hide packages from husband, that Daryl got me, but I feel like we like to use that a lot during Christmas time, even though I have Christmassy ones, because we get a lot of packages during Christmas time, so it's kind of funny. But I do want to kind of get a spring mat here, but if not, I'm going to bring that please hide packages one out here. And then this I've had for a while. I kind of like the rustic blue look, but I also thought about spray painting it white. I don't know, you guys tell me, but I want to use it as a planter. For Christmas time, I had a poinsettia sitting in there, but I think I want to get, I don't know if I should put a pot in there or if I should fill it with dirt and make the flowers grow out of it. I don't know, I haven't decided, but I really like it here. And then this keeps, I don't know, I keep straightening it out and then the wind moves it, or maybe the door like shaking moves it, but it just says welcome to our home, and that's just kind of my everyday one. And then this little lantern is solar, so it only comes on at night, but super cute. Just, you know, my little wreath at the door. This I had in South Carolina, and the birds used to love it. Like, I would find eggs in there, like they would use it as a nest, and so far so good. No birds are really attracted to it at the front door, so that's pretty good. But all I need, like I said, is some kind of spring mat, and then I'm fine for the entryway right now. That's a work in progress. That's something that I need to work on. So you guys, the lights are on and it's still going to be dark in here, so I apologize. It's the best it's gonna be with the weather. So I didn't really do anything Eastery here. I wanted to find some kind of Easter pillows and stuff. It'll be a slow process, like little by little if I find things. I'm not really out shopping in those kinds of stores, but for now, I just have the beach bum ones. I know it's not really the season for that, but Paul got those for me, I wanna say for my birthday last year. I've had that one forever, and then that one I bought not too long ago at Hobby Lobby, but I did recently just hang those up. I don't know if you guys have seen that. So I love my little window seat. It's probably one of my favorite places in the house, but nothing, no like spring decor there yet. But I will tell you, you see this bin here? This is all of our shoes, right? And Vanessa came here once to drop something off and pick something up. So she followed me home after we met for breakfast. She dropped something off and she picked something up. And while she was in here, we started talking about like the shoes and how this was a pain in the butt. And she said, wouldn't that be cool if this window seat opened, you know, like a toy chest or something, and then you could toss all the shoes in there? And then I was like, So when I saw Paul, I was like, hey, Vanessa had a good idea. Like, could we open this and make it for storage underneath? And he said it's going to be a pain in the butt, but we can. So that's our next project. I think we're actually going to do that before we even build the kitchen table. Is we're going to open this up and put it on hinges. We're actually going to split it because this would be way too heavy to lift like this whole thing at once. But I think we're going to split it and we're going to make this side storage for shoes so that all these shoes and stuff can get lined in there. And then over there, we'll make it flip open, and that's where we'll put like the extra blankets and stuff that we use for the couch. So I think that'll be really awesome because we don't have a mudroom here. So to have a place to put like shoes and stuff, and then I don't need a blanket ladder or anything like that, although a blanket ladder would look good right there in place of my tripod, but I wouldn't need one. I'd be able to do different decor things, and I'd be able to use this whole big giant window seat for storage. So I'm really excited. That'll be something that he does for me. And then coming in, I think you guys have seen this already because I keep taking pictures of it. I'm stinking in love with this little entryway table. This is always what I wanted it to be. My brother bought this for me a couple of years ago, but we built it and then we decided to move. So it went into the pod. I didn't see it for 6 months. And then when it came out of the pod, we didn't have any furniture at that old house right away. Really not till we got here did we start investing in furniture. So the kids were using this as a desk for a while. Like, I really need to refinish this. I've been looking for stain and stuff because there's like crayon marks and stuff, a lot of scuffing from the kids sitting there, but it also looks extra old, so it's not really the end of the world for me. But I just love it. I love how cute it came out for Easter. I have my little bunny right there with a little candle holder. This is the Mikasa tray that I got from Costco. I only have one right here. And then I have these little loose flowers that I've had forever. I just threw around here. And this is the little succulent wine bottle thing that I got from Trader Joe's. So I thought that looked cute. And then I have my little wisteria in there. And my clock right there. Like, I love it. I think that that looks so, so good. And then, of course, we have the door, which I stinking freaking love. And then over here, I just have like a little bit of minimal decor. So I did the little happy Easter sign. I have a Mikasa egg, a little white bunny, and then that stuff's really my everyday stuff, as well as this window pane with the cotton stem wreath. I just stuck the little welcome to our home, like farmhouse looking sign inside of it. But I just love the simplicity. I didn't really have a whole lot of stuff this year, so I didn't have much to work with, which forced me to keep it simple, which I actually like. I used to be where I put stuff everywhere, and now I kind of like it. So I put the little lantern on. Normally I wouldn't have done that, but it's so stinking dark, why not? So I put the lantern on, and I just have this little bundle of carrots, and then this is just like a little egg bowl where we have the remote, and then here's the other tray. So that tray goes inside the other one that's over there on the entryway table. But I separated them, but I left them close to one another so they still kind of tie each other in, if that makes sense. And then here is my little stand. I did not change anything up top, like I didn't add anything, but I did just throw some things down here at the bottom. Oh, what little bugger moved my stuff? You guys, I'm a Libra. Everything has to be like centered. See, even that's not good. Okay. All right, that's better. It's the scales, you guys. Like everything's got to be balanced. So I just threw that little guy in there. He's actually like that was a place setting from my grandmother. I think this was a place setting at some point too. Maybe from my mom or something. So I threw that there, and I have this little bunny. He's tucked away in there, but I try not to put like a whole lot of breakable stuff in here because my kids play over here and then they break everything. In the window, I just have this. This was $3, Target's dollar spot forever ago. They're not a decoration. They're always here. Them. Lazy bones. And of course, there's 2 beds, but you know that she was just there. She only moved when I came in. Look, you guys, that's the new rail. It's gonna go there today. You guys are gonna probably see it in this video. You'll see it. It'll go up, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I have a bunch of other stuff to do today. In my kitchen, I did pretty much nothing, you guys, because I don't have a whole lot. So I just have this little tray right here. It's a Ray Dunn. It says hip hop. I use it like as a spoon rest. And then these I've had forever. My aunt made these for us like long before the little kids were born. Just as Daryl, Kira, and Jacob, they were place settings for an Easter dinner. So I just went ahead and threw those over there. Excuse my clean dishes, at least they're not dirty, right? Those are all my clean dishes I just did by hand because my dishwasher's full, and that's Jake's job, and he's not up yet. So I did them by hand. But I have my little red Grove bucket here, but that's really only for Valentine's Day and Christmas. So I switched it out and put my copper one there. And then I think that's it. I think I have this little Think Spring. Oh no, I put this up here too. These are actually salt and pepper shakers, but I thought they looked cute up there. And I threw little gold egg picks in these vases that I already had there. So I love this little section too. I think that looks super cute. If the dishes were put away, it wouldn't look so cluttered there, but the sink's empty, so hooray. Over here, I stuck this little tiny guy. Oh my gosh, he's so little. I just wanted a place for him. He was just a little buddy candle, so I just tossed him back there just to give a little pop of color when you're walking past this countertop. I didn't put anything on this table at all. I have just my bananas, and then this is a buttload of candy that came from Vanessa over at Vanessa White Randomness when we did our box swap, which you guys will see tomorrow. And then I hung the little We Believe in Easter bunny sign there, and you guys already saw when I made that little garland. And then last but not least, I have stuff over here on the fireplace. So a couple of years ago, my mom bought these for the kids. They actually work, but I didn't put the batteries in there. But this says every bunny loves chocolate, and this one's Mason's. And then in here, you guys, how pretty is this? Vanessa from Lemonade Mom, her daughter Paige, is so incredible with a paintbrush and some paint. Well, with anything really artistic wise, but she painted this. You can even see her name down at the bottom. It says Paige, years and years and years ago. Does it say 2013? Could that be 8 years ago? No, that has to be, maybe it's smudged. Maybe 2018. That would make more. No, I've had it longer than that. I can't tell you. She painted this obviously a really long time ago, which is crazy because how beautiful is that? And for a while she was selling her art. So I purchased that little piece from her, and it's my favorite little Easter thing, and I get to put it out every year. I have these little Dollar Tree little Easter egg light up guys. These are all these lights, like the candles you saw before, they're all time released, so they all come on 7 o'clock at night. So obviously it's not lit right now, but it looks so cute when it's super lit. And then here is Maya's, and this one says You Had Me at chocolate, and hers got the little pink shirt on it. So I wanted something for height right here because this is such a big wall. Like when we were moving things around, we put the gather sign there and stuff, but it's such a big wall. I really wanted something for height. So I just put those 2 little bunnies there for now. And then on the kitchen table, this is a new piece. My friend Marissa, she had to run to Marshall's on her lunch break to grab something, and she FaceTimed me while she was there, and she was like, girl, Oh my goodness, they have gorgeous Rae Easter stuff. And when I saw this with the truck and the little eggs in there, and it says extra special delivery, and it was Rae, I said, girl, put that in your cart. I think it was $12 or something like that, which I think is a great price. And I had some plastic eggs. These were from Target, like loose fillers, that I just threw in this tray. And I have a little candle here and my white pitcher and my Just Because flowers from my hubby. So I like that as a little centerpiece, and I can't wait till Paul and Daryl can work on building the kitchen table, because when that's fills the space, it'll look so nice, and that would have looked really nice in the middle of that, you know, table. But that is the next project. Well, the next project, you guys will see. We'll take you along, of course. And then this I've had forever. I think somebody had this made for Jake. I don't think I bought it somewhere. I think somebody had this made for him, and we just kept it right here. This is normally where we keep the napkins for the kitchen table. And then up here I have these little trays. I'm gonna use them for Easter Sunday, but I wanted a place to put them, so there's 3, you know, different sizes. And then this one says, we believe in the Easter Bunny. That's from Target from forever ago. But all right, you guys, I think, believe it or not, that is it. That's pretty much the extent of my home tour. I like doing home tours because my house is good and clean and it feels good. But all right, I'm gonna go make the kids some breakfast because they're hiding upstairs, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so it is much later in the day right now. I did go ahead and get the kids breakfast, and then we did some school. I did have to work on today's video, and then I also had to work on some sponsorship content and stuff. So I've been really busy just kind of working all day. So I am going to go ahead and end the vlog here, but I did just want to share with you guys what I got for my Walmart's beauty box. And I wanted to share because I know some of you had wrote me and said you were interested to see what I got this time, because they changed their policy and now it's $7. So I'm curious to see, oh, what do you hear the plastic? You want it, buddy? I'm curious to see now if it was worth it. I always believed that the $5 per quarter was worth it. I always felt like you were truly getting your money's worth. Now we're about to find out if it's worth the $7. I mean, their gimmick always was, if you pay the $5, you're really only paying shipping, and they're sending you everything else for free. And so now $7, I mean, shipping has gone up, so I guess it's a good possibility. Since the pandemic, everything is super pricey when it comes to shipping, so it's a good possibility that they increase their prices because of shipping. But I'm just curious to see if what is in here is worth it, and I told you guys I would share it with you. So I'm actually a little excited about these. Vanessa just showed this in a vlog, and I'm not sure if this was the same brand, but these are called Dashing Diva Gloss Ultra Shine Gel Manicure Nail Strips. So these are very similar to like the Color Street nails. So I will have to let you guys know about these. I mean, I absolutely love the Color Street. I'm probably not going to go or defer from these for a while. I've stocked up. I've bought a bunch. So I don't know, but it's really cool to see that these came in the box, because at least I get to try these for free technically, because, you know, I never canceled this, so it's just going to keep a bill in me unless I do. And then I did notice that last time it pretty much shared with you everything you could get in this box, because there's 9 things listed here and you don't get 9 things in the box. So these are pretty much the array of items. They usually send you 5 or 6, so it'll be like 5 or 6 of these, and then they'll share with you the other things that are in there. And then there's a little QR code that's on the bottom so that you can go ahead and scan this card, and it'll give you the option to order any of these things right in your cart if you want to do that. Oh, I've gotten this before. So this is the Hello Anti-Plaque and Whitening Fluoride-Free Toothpaste. The kids really love the Hello Watermelon brand. I've never tried any of their toothpaste. So I'm really excited to try this because I personally haven't tried any of the Hello brand. Just my kids have. So there is that. What is this? Is this like a scrunchie? Yo, this is like a throwback scrunchie. I wonder if this is too big for Maya's hair. You guys, this is like a crazy throwback scrunchie. I don't usually use ones this big. I use like hair ties, but whoa. How cool is that to get a scrunchie in this box? It's kind of a weird color. It's like a mustard color. I would have preferred if it was more of a neutral tone, but that's pretty cool to try out a scrunchie. What is this? Drench and Quench Cream to Water Hydrator for all skin types by the company Bliss. So that's what that looks like. It says it's a ½ ounce. It's not very, very big, but for some of these, that's like the price that you, like the size you would get. I wonder if this is almost similar to like the Hydro Boost kind of stuff. Yeah. Which I've been enjoying these. I haven't bought Hydro Boost in so long because I keep getting these kind of, you know, gel face quench kind of Hydro Boost kind of things in these beauty boxes. So I'm not going to go and spend stupid money on the Hydro Boost if I could use like these hyaluronic acid kind of things that come, you know, free in these boxes. So I definitely will give that a try. Guys, I'm getting so mad because my camera does not want to focus right now, and there's going to be so much edits in this like section because it won't focus. This one is the Hello Charcoal Infused Bristles BPA Free Toothbrush. I'm using this right now. Like literally, they've sent this before a long time ago though, and I just had it in my stash. And when we moved here, I switched to that toothbrush, and it's time for me to like change out my toothbrush. I actually think you're supposed to do it quarterly, so I'm even over like what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm gonna rip this bad boy open and share it with you guys what it looks like on the inside. But this is legitimately the toothbrush that I'm using right now, and I love it. Like I love how soft the bristles are. And it's supposed to, and it's charcoal infused, so it's supposed to be better for you to brush your teeth. It has a nice, really sturdy handle, like for a toothbrush anyway. But I really like this toothbrush. So I'm glad that I got another one for free because that works out. Again, it's not really for free. So I did get a toothbrush. I did get the gel cream. I got the toothpaste to go with the toothbrush. We got a scrunchie. We did get these gel manicure strips, which I'm not sure what these retail for, but I know the Color Street ones, you know, are like $12 or $13. I do get 2 manicures out of them, but still, that's what they cost. So I'm not exactly sure what the cost of that is. And then this is Face and Body Drops. So it's a self tanner. So obviously this is more of a sample size since it's one of those like packets stuck to a card stock, but I'm always down for trying a good self-tanner because I used to be so dark. I probably look dark to some, but for being almost 100% Italian, I should be a heck of a lot darker. But I don't get out much, so I don't get to see the sun. So I'm always down with some kind of like trying some new self-tanner. So I'll definitely try this, but you ended up with that. So I don't know how I feel. I definitely feel like this was worth the $5. I don't know about the $7. I mean, if you break these down, this probably costs, you know, a couple of dollars, a couple of dollars, a couple of dollars. So, I mean, you probably paid for these things, but then would you have spent the $7 actually purchasing these things? I don't really know. It's fun to get a mystery box. I always find that I discover things I never knew that I liked. whether it's like Target beauty boxes, which I used to do once a month, or whether it's these Walmart boxes that come quarterly. Like, it's always fun sometimes to just get things that you wouldn't have bought if you were in the store, and then it forces you like out of your comfort zone. And then sometimes you try these things and you fall in love with them and they become your new favorites, which has happened to me multiple times since I've been doing these boxes. So I still find them fun. I don't even remember what or how I signed up for this. Like, I think I just saw somebody do an unboxing on YouTube and then I just Googled it. Like, everyone always asks me, like, are you affiliated? What link do I click on? And I'm like, no, I just share it with you guys. Like, I signed up by just simply Googling Walmart beauty box, and then I clicked on a link and I signed up, and you just put in your bank account information, and they used to bill you $5 quarterly, but now it's up to $6.95. So it's fun. I like the little mystery box of it all. It's cool to like treat yourself once in a while. In the grand scheme of things, what is $6.95 4 times a year? I mean, it's like $28 a year, and I spend that, you know, only being in the Dollar Tree for 10-15 minutes. So sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit of pampering items. But wait till you guys see my linen clean out. Like, I am definitely overstocked with items, which is why I don't do the monthly beauty boxes from Target anymore, and I just keep these that come quarterly, just so that I can still enjoy the fun of getting like a little sample beauty box, but I certainly don't need all the products. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this video here, but I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for the last couple of days and me finally getting a chance to share with you how I decorated for Easter. I am vlogging Easter day, so I will definitely take you guys along with that. But otherwise, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.